Good morning, and thank you all for being here this morning. It's good to be amongst friends and family. But everybody in this room is family to me. You're a city employee, you're family to me. You are my family. According to Karen, I take this very much to heart. The city of Hopkinsville means a great passion to me. And I'd like to take this time to present this year my first budget as mayor. It's been very, very unique. We work with budgets all the time. I have with my businesses and agencies I've worked with. But before I begin, I'd like to thank my staff for everything and their dedication for helping me with my 23-24 budget to get it together. They worked very, very tirelessly to do this. And Melissa and Emily, looked at me every time I walked through the door, no changes, no more changes. On that last Friday, they looked at me really hard and I thought they were going to throw it at me because I said I got one more. But we've got it all changed. We've got it all together. And I am proud to report the financial state of our city is very strong. We are moving forward. As I told you the first week of office, we are growing home. What is growing home? It is a back-to-basic approach to government, and I'm sending to City Council a budget that targets the foundation of our city and the quality of life. Growing home includes downtown and small business development, city cleaning campaign, public safety, and we're taking a thoughtful approach to this budget, not just this year, but for the rest of my term. For small businesses, I am creating a small business commission. The purpose of this commission is to give Hopkinsville small business owners the opportunity to increase economic opportunity in our city. We want to steady and expand small businesses. Hopkinsville will be a place for small business to create and be supportive and thrive. Our city downtown is a work in progress. For years, blighted and abandoned buildings have been allowed to scar the progress of so many of our downtown business owners that have made. These buildings are allowed to remain in the heart of our community, draining the beauty of our downtown. Well, no more. My administration will work squarely with downtown business community to clean up and revitalize downtown. Some of the steps we're taking will include, but will not limit, the downtown streetscaping, the TAP grant, the Homeless Act plan, a zoning update, and enhanced residential incentives for upstairs living for all the upstairs buildings that have home renovation. Cleaning the city campaign has already begun. Folks, we have a problem here in Hopkinsville. We have too many people and businesses that don't care about our community. Trash is being thrown all about our city, being left on the sidewalks. Businesses are leaving it behind their buildings to blow all over the community and their neighborhoods. We've had enough of that in Hopkinsville. We're creating a clean city campaign to work with residents to clean up our city and to keep it clean. The campaign will include increased code enforcement and fines, which Mr. Britton and them are working very hard on for us in CDS. Expanding the trash cash weed campaign, adopt a street campaign, enhanced demolition program, increased support for the Land Bank Authority, mass foreclosures, and the Lot Next Door program. Zoning changes on the windows and boarded up doors. We are going to change that in Hopkinsville. We are tired of looking at plywood on everybody's houses and buildings. In addition, abandoned car initiatives. For public safety, we're taking a new approach. We have a new police chief, Chief Jason Newby. Chief Newby comes to us with a lifetime of public safety and experience and a love for our community. Working with the chief, we are going to restructure the police department command and approach and targeting crime in our city. We are also going to be more proactive on the front end. We're going to support critical programs to support Hopkinsville's youth and neighborhoods. Our efforts will include new initiatives such as new policing strategies, departmental leadership restructuring, technology and camera upgrades, aggressive retention and recruiting for them, neighborhood watch revitalizations, increasing patrols, proactive anti-drug and gun violence units, and an increase in PD support for local youth government organizations, On the fire side, our public safety, we are increasing fire services in Hopkinsville by opening Station 5 along the Fort Campbell Boulevard corridor. This is the first increase in fire services since 1999, and this service will service the neighborhoods and the many homes up and down that corridor. Station 5 will open in the summer of 2024, if not sooner, if Chief has his way. For many years, prior administrations have started and funded many initiatives without taking care of the basic business of our city. We have let things go. City buildings, the parks, staff's equipment, and the staff's pay. We have fallen behind our sister cities in Kentucky and our region. Having said that, my budget is responsible attempt to properly fund the government so that our city staff can do their job and best serve the residents of Hopkinsville. We're seeing record growth in the revenue streams across the board. The budget I am presenting to City Council will be at the strongest in history of our city, with no new taxes we are giving, none. We are estimating over a $47 million revenue for the next fiscal year. You cannot run the government without spending money, though. City has expenses, but this budget is taking a very strategic look at how we spend the public's tax dollars. These expenditures are investments. We are investing in our city and in our city employees that they can better serve the residents of Hopkinsville. Again, we are investing with no new increases in taxes. We are going to give them city employees a 6.5 COLA increase for their city employees. City employees have been skipped over for real cost raises for years. If you want to keep a high quality team, we have to value them and pay them. Increasing in staff positions. We run a very tight ship here at the city. I'm asking city employees to take on more and more responsibilities every day. They need the help. I'm asking for a few more additional positions to support the city staff. I'm increasing a shift differential for the ongoing incentive for public safety employees for second shift to have a greater presence to protect our city at nighttime. Increasing funding for public employees' health care. Let me make this point. The city of Hopkinsville has the hardest working, the most talented employees in the Commonwealth. They have won every award there's ever for every department across the board. We do have an A-team here. And to keep an A-team, we have to pay them and support them, and we have to invest in them. I will make no compromise there. My first budget is taking an inward look at the city government to better serve Hopkinsville. Every department of administration must be strong. We must invest in people, not just their salary increases, but we must give them the tools they need to do their job and to serve the residents of our city. So finally, I am making a major investment in capital expense for the city government of Hopkinsville. The budget will give the departments everything they need to provide the highest quality of service. I'm requesting from City Council for more than a $2 million capital investment. Again, this is an investment. Our A-team will receive the support they need to do their job. This video will grow in home campaign. Would you please watch with us?
We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Say you don't know me, I recognize my face. Say you don't care who goes to that kind of place. Deep in the hoopla, sinking in your fight, Too many runaways eating up the night. Marconi plays the mama. Listen to the radio. Don't you remember?
To summarize, this is a reasonable budget that looks inward in our community as a whole, not just the government and its employees, but for the people that make the city work. We're taking care of Hopkinsville first. We're putting the public money back into the public where it belongs so that we can have the highest quality of life possible and so that we can continue to grow home for our future generations. Thank you very much for being here today. And thank you for being here. Thank you.
Mayor, is there a handout or there's something be online with the details of the budget?
Be online in about 5 minutes.
There again, Troy's got me covered on that. Can't do enough without Troy. I'd like to thank each and every one of my department heads. They've done a great job of helping me get my budget together. They didn't get everything they asked for, but they got close. And I appreciate everything my department heads and my employees do for us here in Hopkinsville and all our agencies. Because without y'all, we cannot do what we do in the city of Hopkinsville without our agencies and our department.